now if we go back to GraphDB 8, there is a direct link to creating a repository on the home screen, so I'm going to use that. And I get directly to the repository creation form, so I'm going to create a new repository called webinar. And that's basically the only information that I need to enter here, so I can safely use the default options here. And I can either click the create button or press enter. So now I have this repository, but as you can see, I still haven't provided a license. So now if I try to use my repository, it will not work because I don't have a license. So let's actually provide a license. So to provide a license, you can click here, or there's actually one more way, but it's easiest to just click here. So every time there is something wrong with your license, such as a missing license in case of new installation, or an expired license, you'll see a warning about this in the top right corner. So it's very easy to notice when something's wrong with your license. So when you click set license, you can either upload the license file or paste the license code as it was sent to you by email. I'm going to upload the file because that's what I have. And here's my license file. So when you choose the file, it will show you the license information and ask you if that's correct. That's just because you might have multiple license files and you select the one. And I'm happy with this license, and as you can see, this set license button here disappeared. So now I'm all set, and I'm still not connected to any repository, so I have to connect to a repository, and here's this menu, and if I go to setup repositories, again here the interface looks slightly different because we also redesigned icons and colors and all that. So you have to click on this plug here, but I'm going to show you the new way to do that. That's from the home screen. So all the repositories that you have access to are here, and I'm going to connect to this webinar that I just created. And as you can see, once I'm connected to a repository, I see a lot of new things on this home screen. So the first is this view resource, a text box that I can use to quickly find an RDF resource and view its data. And if I actually go there and start typing, I get a notification about autocomplete being off, and it suggests me to go to setup autocomplete to turn it on, and I just click there. And I'm going to turn on my autocomplete index now because it will be useful later when I'm showing you things. So if I click here, there it is. And then I can go back here. And now if I start typing, you'll see that things are shown here. But as I said, I'm going to show you this later. And then there are the saved Sparkle queries. Those are the same saved Sparkle queries that you can save and load into the Sparkle editor. They're basically here. So you can use this icon to save a query, and you can use this one to open a query. And you could do that from the Sparkle editor in GraphDB 7 as well. But in GraphDB 8, you can do it from the home screen too. So all of your saved queries are here, and you can just click execute on any of them. And when you click execute, it will open the Sparkle editor and execute that query immediately. So I'm going to do that now. And as you can see, it loaded the Sparkle query in a new tab with the name of the saved query, and then it showed me, it executed the query and then showed me the results. As you can see, for the currently connected repository, we also get this card-like box here that shows us the number of statements in the repository. And since this is a new repository that's empty, there are only 7 key inferred statements. So those are basically system statements that GraphDB needs to do inference properly, and there are 0 explicit ones.